Hello, welcome everyone. Wanted to come on this afternoon. Haven't been on for a little while. I dealt with a bout of illness last week. Today is actually my first day back to work in a couple of weeks. Thanks be to God, it was not coronavirus, and my prayers are still with people dealing with this illness and this disease and this sickness and the deaths surrounding this virus. My heart and my prayers are truly with them. And I thank God for my healing today. Anyways, I want to talk about who is really keeping this country afloat, this world afloat during this pandemic. And I'm not taking anything away from these people. Please don't come at me. I'm not. I'm just stating facts. It's not the entertainers. It's not the mega stars. It's not the basketball players, the football players, the hockey players, the baseball players, the soccer players. It's not the Olympics. Those things can't even happen right now. It is the service workers. And after this pandemic is over, we need to really look at, as a nation, as a world, how we compensate these people who are truly helping, hands down, keep us afloat. It's the teachers. Number one, the teachers who, that 1% or 2% of society that do homeschool their kids, there's 99 to 98% of society who don't, who send our kids off every day, pretty much, approximately 5 days a week for someone else to teach them, to raise them, to discipline them, to show them the right path they should go in that 8-hour, 7-hour period that they're away from home. I posted a meme. It was funny. I pulled it from somebody else's page. I don't know who, but it was a dog looking into the shower, into the tub. The mom was in the tub in a bubble bath, looked like she was like chilling, relaxed. And the dog was like, I know you hear these kids in here. You better get them before I bite one of them. Basically, these kids are so damn bad. You in the tub, you don't even want to deal with them. You got the dog in there babysitting the kids, but your expectations is for the teachers and the educators, the counselors, the social workers, the school nurse to nurture your child every day. And we don't even compensate them. We don't pay them what they're worth. We probably could never pay them what they're truly worth. But I'm talking about the real educators, the people that really want to see your child become something in life, that's really there for your child. You have a couple that's sitting there collecting the check, and they're really detached and disassociated, but they are few and far between. For the most part, people that go into education and teaching, it's in their heart, it's in their soul to nurture your child, and their compensation is just a fraction of that of an NBA star, of a mega entertainer. Like some of these concerts, and y'all know who I'm talking about, I'm not going to mention her name, but she's not the only one. The tickets are $300, and that's the cheap tickets. And some teachers don't even make $300 in 2 days. But one ticket for tens of thousands of people to go see a concert is $300, and that's the cheap seat. So do the math. We need to pay these teachers what they're worth. The doctors, the nurses, they're human. They bleed red like us. What if they all just say, I'm not getting ready to expose myself or my family to this virus. I'm done with healthcare. I'm done. I'm not going to take care of these people. We did have a few walk out for various reasons, but for the most part, these doctors and these nurses that's there on the front lines, like we don't want to be nowhere near a hospital. I come from healthcare, and everybody knows the most germiest place in this world is the hospital, because every sickness, every disease, every illness flocks to that place for help, and they should. But that's where you get the most germs and different diseases and pathogens in one place. It's the hospital. But these doctors and nurses, they're there every day, 12, 16 hours a day, to make sure we sustain and we get over not only the coronavirus. Just think, there is thousands of other things they're dealing with people health. in addition to this pandemic. I applaud them. They are not compensated like they should be compensated when you compare them to the entertainment world, the sports world, truck drivers. I see people fighting and arguing over tissue and paper towel and Lysol and sanitizing. If these truck drivers wasn't shipping and driving these things from one state to the other, picking them up at the manufacturers and getting it out to all of these different states, and this is not just the United States, it's the world, where would we be? Where would we be? Like, we need there. I mean, some of these professions make a nice living, but when you compare them to things that can't even happen right now, like it's shut down, there's no concerts going on. Again, the 2020 Olympics is shut down, postponed to next year. The 2020 Olympics does nothing to sustain the world during this pandemic. I just hope you guys are seeing my point. The police officers, the first responders. I cannot stay home. I am a first responder. Police officers, firefighters, EMT workers. Again, I've never thought that police officers and these first responders were compensated to the fullest, even before this pandemic, because I always say everybody else run from the gunfire. They run into it. We're going to it. We have to be there. The compensation is just off balance. It's off balance. I'm not taking anything from the entertainment and sports world. I'm just stating fact. I'm not saying minimize their pay, take their riches and their wealth from them. No, I'm not saying that. I am saying that when this is over, we need to reevaluate the essential people in the world who is not apparently, is factually, who will keep this world afloat during a time like this. The food service workers. I haven't eaten out in weeks, so I'm not a big advocate right now eating out, but I know people that are eating out for various reasons. Some people need to, maybe they can't cook for themselves, I don't know, whatever the reasons, but these people are helping to keep this world afloat right now during this pandemic. If they wasn't there cooking and serving this food for people that still partake in eating out, where would we be? Where would those people be that needs these restaurants to stay open? The store clerks, the stock people in the stores who will get the products off the truck and put them on the shelves, because they're not gonna let us go to the trucks and buy the things. We have to still go into the store and pick them off the shelf and take them to the counter and check out. These store workers, I don't think they're compensated. Most of them make, now unless they've been at a big major store chain, grocery store chain in for years, and some of these grocery store chains have really nice benefit packages, but for the most part, like the neighborhood stores, they probably make minimum wage. And again, they are essential to keeping this world afloat right now during this pandemic. Again, the stock people, the warehouse workers, all of this kind of goes together. It goes together in the bowl of who is essential, who will we need. If we had to do an arc right now, and say we have to just get the people that's going to help maintain and put them somewhere safe, it isn't. I'm sorry. Maybe they may have one or two entertainers just for to break the just for so they can have the people that will be on the ark can have some type of entertainment or some type of take your mind away from everything. Maybe they may bring one or two entertainers out, but for the most part, it's going to be the teachers, the doctors, the nurses, the police, the EMS, people that can cook. Absolutely. One profession, and I will call it a profession because it is. Some of these people go to school to learn how to mix different chemicals and how to put on their hazmat and clean. It's the janitorial, the sanitation staff, the janitorial staff, depending on where you work. They may be called environmental service workers. They may be called housekeeping. These people should be on the top of the list, if not on the top of the list. Like, they are really sustaining us right now. And a lot of times people look at the housekeeping staff, the janitorial staff, as really low on a totem pole. I have always been taught I've heard this for years and years and years, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. That janitorial staff that most of us don't appreciate, I know I do, I really do. But I don't want to make myself like I'm better than anybody else. So I'll say that most of us don't appreciate our filet mignon right now. They're the top of the line, and their compensation should match that. And it does not. It does not. When this is over, we should really look at how we appreciate monetarily our service workers. I don't know how many ways to say that, to drill it in the powers that be heads. I don't know how to get this conversation on the floor for real talk, real negotiations, and some tangible action. Like just do it. I don't know how much talk needs to be done when the proof is in the pudding. We're living this right now. These people are the people that is keeping this world going right now. Here is a perfect example. I'm sure there are many, many, many examples, but this is just one that comes to my mind. There's a doctor, I think his name is Ken Jeong. I don't know how you pronounce this, but it's Ken, and the last name is Jeong. I don't know, that's Jeong, Jong, whatever it is. But he is a medical doctor by skill, by trade. He's a medical doctor. However, he came into being a comedian and being an actor. Now he's one of the judges on The Masked Singer. He no longer physically practiced medicine, but I did research and find out that he does keep his medical license up to date. So I guess that's his fallback. It's amazing when being a doctor is your fallback, because in the entertainment world, he's making money he probably would never make being a doctor. That's so off balance. That's off balance. I love it. He's funny. I like watching him, not taking anything away from him, but I'm just stating fact. Here, you know, somebody like me and my children maybe, or your children, like, yeah, you know, you're in school to be a doctor, you're in medical school, now you're a resident. That's big, that's huge. But again, it's so apparent. What I'm saying is fact, when being a doctor is your fallback to being an entertainer. So again, he's making so much money, and I'm sure it's probably in his soul and what he wants to do, that being a doctor is his side job or his fallback if he ever need one. So we need to look at appreciating the people that has really kept this world going since March till now, and we don't know when it's going to end. Prayerfully soon. And I will encourage people, just going back personally, you guys, when you hear these people say build that immune system up, build it up as much as you can. Get out in that sun, guys. Recharge your inner self. You have some defense mechanisms against this virus and this disease. I don't know what I came down with last week. It came on very fast, very suddenly, and strong. I will tell you, it was trying to take me down worse than what it did. And I really feel if I hadn't started in the last few weeks really like diligently building my immune system, taking my sea moss, my duckweed, my lemon and orange tea and drinking way more water than I ever have in life. I think even though it was not COVID-19, thank God, whatever that was, even just a bad flu. I never had the flu for 2 days, and I was feeling better. My worst days was like 2.5 days. My fever was kind of up there for an adult, but I believe I helped myself fight whatever that was off by building my immune system, and I'm still doing it today, and I will continue to do it. And I just ask you guys to do the same thing because I really feel that helped. It helped a lot. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. And it's my first day back to work in 2 weeks, and I'm so thankful. Thank you guys for tuning in. I never say this, I always forget to say this. Please subscribe, like, and share my video if you do. Thank you.